Now this dirty snap ring has to be put back in place here in between. Hello everybody, this is day 54 of my Jaguar S-Type restoration project, and I'm gonna continue rebuilding the CF6HP26 transmission drums. The A-clutch drum has been reassembled last time already, so I will now attempt the B-clutch. Its main components except the clutch back are spread out here, as are the drum itself, where I already have changed out the bushings on both sides. A piston, a cup, one really sturdy snap ring, a spring, a washer and another snap ring. Bag number 11 of the original CF overhaul kit contains 3 rubber O-rings and 2 metal sealing rings that belong right here. I'm gonna start with replacing the O-rings. There's one small and 2 bigger ones, and the bigger ones I guess are of exactly the same size. One of those belongs here onto this cup. And the second one onto the bottom of the piston. And the small one left over here belongs here into the inside. Voila! The actual reassembly shouldn't be a big issue. First I will lubricate the surface here on the piston and the mating surface inside the drum. Now I should be able to slide the piston back into the drum. Yeah, and there it is. Now the cup has to be put back inside here. Again, I will lubricate the mating surfaces first. And yeah, also this is back inside. Now this dirty snap ring has to be put back in place here in between. Now come on. Yeah, looks good. Just have to take care the snap ring doesn't come back up again. Now I can put back the spring with the inner side facing upwards. the washer. The uneven side is facing upwards here. And finally, the snap ring has to be reinstalled, but therefore the spring must be compressed. Again, I use my hydraulic press. The challenge here is to position the spring compressor in a way that the entire spring can be depressed. This can only be achieved with a 4-legged spring compressor, not with one of the standard ones. So let's give it a try. The groove here on the outside is now visible, so I can try to insert the snap ring. This snap ring hasn't too much tension on it, but tightness of the space is a problem here. It still isn't fully seated here on this side, but now it is. With all the parts back in place, the final step now is to change out the two metal sealing rings here on the shaft. Unlike the rings on the input shaft, those don't connect together at the ends. And actually, those don't seem to be metal rings at all. They seem to be made of plastic. The replacement ones are too, but those have a different style connection. Let's remove the second one first. And now let's put on the new ones. Number one is seated. And the second as well. Up to the E-clutch drum, consisting of the drum housing, a piston, a spring, a cup, a washer, again a really sturdy snap ring, and finally a roller bearing on top. The overhaul kit comes with 3 rubber O-rings and 3 sealing rings that have to be positioned onto here. Again, the O-rings will be changed first. 2 belong here onto the piston. One on the outside and a small one on the inside. The third O-ring around the cup. The first one is seated. I'm no longer sure that those two are exactly the same size. Let's compare the cup and the piston. And actually the cup is a little bit smaller. So let's put the bigger O-ring into the piston. And the smaller one onto the cup. Voila! Once more, the piston has to be put back into the drum housing, and therefore I will again lubricate the mating surfaces. So let's get the piston back in with this side downwards. Yeah, it's back in. As you can see, there are again severe wear marks from the spring that was positioned exactly here, and I will again try to put it on exactly another way. In the next step, the cap has to be put back. Again, I'm applying lubrication here on the outside and on the mating surface here inside the piston. Finally, the washer with its open side upwards. Yeah, and to get the spring down, I again will have to use a hydraulic press. This is the groove where the snap ring belongs inside. So let's give it a try. Oh yeah, this looks good already. And actually, it's seated. I'm surprised, getting this out was far more difficult. So finally I have to put the roller bearing back on. And replace the 3 sealing rings here on the shaft. Again, those are plastic ones. And they are the exact same size. This time there isn't any upgrade. The new ones look exactly the same. Number 1 is in place. Number 2. And number 3. This has been the rebuild of the B and the E clutch drum. Since the remaining drum incorporates 2 clutches, the C and the D clutch, it will require a little more time, and so I left it over. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up or even subscribe. See you back on my channel next time. Goodbye.